Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we are back doing a little live stream. Just wanted to look at some changes and things on this Swineapple image. Some additions, some stuff I need to still look at. This has just been a little passion project for a little while, for too long. But hey, it's been pretty fun. Really appreciate all the help from Phil's Doodles. Felipe, appreciate it, bro. Pretty awesome stuff. And that's where we're at. We're just going to be looking at some interesting stuff. Whoa, Swineapple alert. What up, Cal? Let me just fix something here right quick. Okay. We are in it to win it. But just going through here, there's a lot of stuff that has stayed the same, obviously. But, you know, we do have some of these collections. I'm looking forward to doing video. Appreciate it, Steve. I'm looking forward to doing video on here, but to have everything consistent, it's going to take a while because I've already scraped and done the game list for most of this stuff, which is going to double the size of the image. But a lot of it just like totally wrecked the consistency. Mostly arcade stuff. But it's something I'm going to have to work on. But for now, this is where we're at, just doing the still snaps. And we do got the new collections courtesy of Phil's Doodles. What? Which is really cool. I'm a big fan of collections in a minimal fashion, if you know what I mean. When you're bombarded with a crap ton of collections, it just, I don't know. It annoys me a little bit. That's why, like, usually on like on a RetroPie build, I would like just cut out all the collections or turn them off, because you could just turn them off. But, you know, an emulation station, you create your own, so that's the cool thing. Now, let me close this up. I'm getting big loud beeps up in my ear. Yeah, the less scrolling, the better. So, you know, Phil hooked it up with a couple collections of, you know, popular stuff, Mega Man, Metal Slug, and Street Fighter. You know, Metal Slug's almost doesn't really need a collection. Why is, oh, that one's a Neo Geo Pocket. Yeah, because there's only a handful of Metal Slugs, you know, including the Neo Geo Pocket and Game Boy Advance version, unless you had PlayStation on here as well. And then Street Fighter. But, you know, it comes in handy. What I like, you know, I do like those, having the custom artwork, but what I like is the custom collections, where the theme doesn't have a collection set up for it and you just make your own, because then they're all just lumped together in one wheel. You don't have to go scrolling through a million wheels. You can go to custom collections and be like, man, let me find that Final Fantasy game. Boom. Let me go to, you know, SNES Mini and find one of the games that's on the SNES Mini, that kind of thing, you know. So I really dig custom collections, even though there's, you know, there's not so much in the way of you know, customizing, having icons and whatnot. You know, it just takes the games from wherever they came from and put them in a collection, which I still think is pretty cool. But it just, you know, makes it so you're not scrolling through a half ton of different collections. Appreciate that, Chris. But let me see what was added. Oh, and then we got the Pepsi Man logo for the favorites. I know some people might not, you know, might not have the same appreciation for Pepsi Man that I do. I love Pepsi Man. I don't know why. Never knew about him until, you know, those streams a long while back when somebody brought it up. I said, I never even heard of no PlayStation game called Pepsi Man. What you talking about? Boom. Okay, so arcade and then the Atari crap. Did you get anything good for your birthday? Birthdays, not really. I got this hat. That's the only thing I got. Oh, man. Yeah, I got this hat from my sister, this Mario hat. But that was it. I got a package from a viewer, which I was going to show later. Probably do another stream later today. Country Cletus, you finally got in. Cool. Don't know what the deal was. But yeah, I got a package from a viewer with some cool little stuff in there that I'll share. Probably later tonight I'll stream again. And I'll probably share those items. Pretty cool custom artwork type stuff. But yeah, we got Daphne on here now. So right now the artwork and the what you call it, the metadata is not correct. I'm gonna scrape that separately. Michael, appreciate the sponsorship, bro. Really do. Yeah, Steve, I'm a person that I don't ask for anything. You know what I mean? Because typically anything I want, I get myself for the most part. I just ask my wife and kids to not drive me nuts. Like, just act normal for a day, please. Like, don't stress me out. Don't, get mad at me for something stupid. Just, chill. Let's have a cool day. That's all I ask. That's all I want for my birthday is just a little bit of peace. Not peace and quiet, but, peace. Like, no arguing, the kids, no screaming. Just, let's have a good day. That's all that I want. Because, yeah, typically just, just buy my own stuff. Anything I want. I'm always, my wife always said, you're a hard person to buy for because you're always buying yourself stuff. And I'm like, yeah, sorry, But we might go out to dinner or something later. I'm not 100%. But the one thing I need to do is, because I appreciate that T. Miller. Keep the pie and Pepsi rolling. I have to go back through and check the vertical scrollers on a lot of this stuff because I screwed up my config files and I need to make sure the vertical bezels are on there, which this one's good. Some of them I just noticed weren't. You tell people don't give me anything unless I can eat it. I feel you on that. I need to stay away from eating, man. Like, I eat too much, I guess. Or I do too little. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm a big dude and I have to make some changes in my life. And today is like, I'd already decided we'll probably go out to eat or something. But, after today, I need to chill a little bit, you know what I mean? Nacho cheese Doritos. It's I don't even want to say the problem is eating healthy because it's not. It's so much, when you have kids and a bunch of other people that don't want to eat healthy, it's harder to make sure everybody's fed, but everybody's gonna have to make some changes around here. Like, I have I don't know, like, I have a weakness for rice for some reason. I eat a lot of rice, but that's one of my issues. Video snaps not on the first version because it's going to double the image size. Right now it's 32 gigabytes. With video snaps, it's going to fit on a 64. I've already worked on that and I have that set up, but I was saying earlier that I have to really go through everything because the game lists that I have compiled for video for the arcade stuff is a jumbled mess. I have to find a better way to get my video snaps for the arcade stuff. All the other systems is pretty easy, but the arcade stuff, I'm just having a piss poor time getting the game list and the video snaps legit without having to edit 500 dang things. I have all the videos, everything set up and the game list set up, but it's taken me some time, which I had to set that aside because I just want to get this done. I'm not sure what I'm looking more forward to, Swineapple or that Hyperspin. I feel you on that. James, any recommendations on how to score a European SNES Classic Mini? You're just going to have to keep tabs on that amazon.co.uk. That's what I did. We're Dirty Gaming. I appreciate that, but I don't like digging through other game lists. I create my own and just go through it. I mean, if you have it, send it my way, but a lot of times, because my the arcade games are from multiple sources, so they don't always share the same naming conventions. I mean, send it to me, I'll check it out, but a lot of times it's easier for me to just dig through. I mean, you could always use like RetroPie game lists and artwork, but there's still issues with that, because I've tried transferring that over and that didn't work. So I created my own game list, which is typically what I've been doing. I'll peep it out, but I mean, if it's based off of RetroPie, I already have it and it doesn't work for me. But I'll take a look if you send it my way. Appreciate it, Retro Junkie. Dallas, thank you. T. Miller, as much as I like the Swineapple theme, will it work with Phil's? Yeah, Phil's Retrorama or Space Oddity theme works great on here. Let me see what themes I have installed. Super Display looks good too. Space Oddity. Let's take a look at Space Oddity. James Watts, yeah. I have an account with Audible. I do listen to a lot of audiobooks. I walk as much as I can already. Like when I pick up and drop off my kids to school, I walk. I don't drive them. It's just more of I need to change eating habits and try to make time, you know, for the gym. You see, with Space Oddity, your scraped artwork, it's got to be like perfect for it to fit well on here. And there's no Daphne on Space Oddity. I have to check if he added that. Maybe a little update. What's up, Phil? Speak of the devil. But yeah, pretty much, I mean, any of Phil's themes will work on this. Like I said, I'm not sure if he has Daphne on the update. I'll have to update this bad boy and see. I mean, he's in here now. Let me see. I got to check the door real quick. Amazon just delivered something I've been waiting on. That's not what I wanted to do. Just wanted to go in the ES themes. The USB to use OEM console controls? Nah. I mean, I probably should, but I don't game. I don't play retro games on the Raspberry Pi. I only play arcade stuff. Magazine Madness, John. That's the one. But yeah, I mean, I have a Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. If I'm going to play games, I'll play it on that or the SNES Classic. ColecoVision I did before, but I've not really messed with it since. Not on this anyway. Oh, do I have Space Oddity as a... Yeah, I side-loaded that. So I need to update. I'm not going to update on the stream, though. I'll have to do that later. Yeah, I'll have to update that later. I guess I forgot I side-loaded that theme on here before it was available on the ES themes. Let's see what Retrorama looks like. Let me let that load up. I'll be right back. What up, Apple Device Pro? It's been a while, bro. 1 second, guys. Okay, back. Just wanted to make sure nobody was going to steal my Amazon packages, which is nonsense. I guess I can open this on camera. It's no surprise what it is. A NES case, because I needed another one. And then one of those, what you call it? The little clear plastic case that comes with the little dual fan heat sink and the little power button. Boom. This break brought to you by Amazon. These fools, so check it out. Quick story time. So I'd ordered this NES Pi case to set up a system for my sister. And, you know, our birthday is today. She's my twin sister. So by chance, she was able to come by the other day because she had plans today. So I'd ordered this not that long ago, shipped from Amazon. It was supposed to be here a couple days ago and it never showed up. I had to fight with Amazon, always getting on my nerves, fighting with Amazon to get my shit. But it finally showed up. So I just gave her mine because I ordered it because I was going to do the dual fan heat sink in there. And set it up for her. I just gave her my setup and figured I'll just keep the new one. And then I was hoping to use this today. This new capture card that I've wanted to test. Hopefully everything's in here. Hopefully this bad boy works. I'll look at that later. Just want to make sure everything's in there. Boom, everything's in there. Peep it out later. But there we go. So let's see what Retrorama looks like on this bad boy. Where's my vapey vape? This feels like lighter than I thought it should. Hopefully everything's in there. Is my little screwdriver in there? I love that little orange screwdriver. Yeah, you know, you get Weird Dirty Gaming. I have complained to Amazon a ton. And I know I've talked about this in a previous stream, but there was a while back I had waited for delivery that said it was guaranteed. You know, it always, oh, Amazon Prime guaranteed by this date, and then the shit doesn't show up. So I called and I said, look, man, like, where's my packages? And the person that I talked to said Amazon does not guarantee shipping or delivering of items. I was like, well, then what the fuck do you guys do? Like, seriously. You don't guarantee that you're going to ship or deliver anything? That's outrageous. What's going on? So I asked to speak to a U.S. leadership representative, and I told the guy, and he just laughed. He's like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that, but that's outrageous. He wound up giving me money off and stuff and reshipped all the stuff, but it's getting bogus. Like, they'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry, we'll extend your Amazon Prime membership for another month. And I'm like, for what? It doesn't get me anything. Oh, it's free 2-day shipping, and then you get it a week later. Sometimes never, because these damn Amazon Flex people. But I've done a video on Amazon Flex as well. They piss me off, man. They just annoy the crap out of me. What is this? Oh, custom collections? Do we not have custom collections on Retrorama, or do I need to update? Phil, if you're still in here, do I need to update Retrorama? Is custom collections on there? I hope so. Do we have a custom collections tab? That's very important to me for some reason. Everything looks good, but Retrorama definitely the using the universal XML scraper, the setup that Phil put together to scrape images looks amazing on this. It actually might not look too bad on the Swineapple image as well. Yeah, I was just curious, Phil, because I'm like, I haven't updated anything on this image at all, other than it is, and there's no Dragon's Lair either. Damn. I'll update just in case. I'm not going to do it right now because this might have been a side-loaded version too. No, I think no. This was downloaded. This was downloaded from the ES themes. Let's see what else to look at. SNES Mini Master. That's not going to look right, but we'll take a look. Okay. I'll keep a lookout, Phil. Let's see what the Super Nintendo theme looks like. I know Super Nintendo theme, I did not have custom collections. I don't know if he updated that, if Ruckage updated that. Oh, the comic book theme looks good too, but I've been stuck on, you know, pretty much these themes. The Swineapple theme, the Space Oddity theme, Retrorama, the Super Nintendo Mini theme, all that kind of stuff. Let's get back in here. Super Display. Let's see what Super Display looks like on here. A vapey vape time. I always really like Super Display. I still like Showcase a lot too. Showcase is just freaking clean. There's too many damn themes to choose from nowadays. Just forgot to put the top cap back on. Gonna burn myself live on camera. As you see, I do have 1,000 arcade games. Ace Attackers not showing any info. You don't want to open your SNES Classic. I have both of mine opened. I have the US version sitting down here in my little workspace, and then I have the European version plugged in my living room. The Swineapple theme, yeah, we're gonna go back into that right now. I just wanted to see what all this looked like. Daphne, should it be Dragon's Lair and Dragon's Lair 2, or should Space Ace be thrown on there? I can only have 2 games on here. Appreciate that, EXF 2008. But what do you guys think? Both of the Dragon's Lairs or Dragon's Lair 1 and Space Ace? I can only fit 2 games on here. Is part of what my issue is. That's James Watts. That's what I did with this. This was the base RetroPie 4.3 image from the RetroPie website. All the version, like the retro builds that I did, I just based them off of each other, but on this one I started from scratch. I've done plenty of videos talking about building from scratch, but I think I was planning on doing more with that. Might have to do another series or something, or update some of the stuff I've done, because the quality of my videos and production have, you know, gradually gotten better. And looking back at like some of my videos from like the beginning of the year, just garbage. Some of them might be worth redoing just to kind of expand upon information and stuff like that. But this Apple Device Pro, this is the Swineapple theme right here. The only things that I need to finish, Daphne, I just need to get the correct box art on here, which is no big deal. And then the arcade stuff, I just need to go back through. It's 1,000 games, so you know, I've already tested them multiple times, but I'm going to be going back through that. Appreciate that, DMC. Really do, bro. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Like stuff like Ace Attacker. I don't even have the got no metadata for that one. I'll have to look that up. But some games like this that look like they're vertical, now it took forever to load. Yeah, James. For sure I probably will be doing some updates to stuff like that. There we go.
Oh.
Out. So like most of these are already set, but I'm just not 100% comfortable. How do I avoid the press button for configuration? How do I avoid the press button for configuration that appears when I select the game and the launching screen appears? I'm unsure what you mean. What, does the launching screen appear and it still says like press a button? I just exit out of that. WrestleFest is on here. WrestleFest is pretty awesome. No, it's just, I mean, I'm fine with most of these games. That's too early to pin. What am I doing? Oh crap, that was too early. But there you go, WrestleFest works just fine. Boom. Appreciate that, Alfred. No. Well, let me get out of that. What up, Pabst? Just streaming for a little bit, just testing out some more stuffs, I guess. Probably stream again later today. But this was just to mess around for a little bit. Hoping to stream again later today, but not 100% yet. Zybots, I need to get the correct artwork. That does not look good. That does not look good. See if Exevius has the correct bezel. Nope. She sure doesn't. Appreciate all the work from Phil on these bezels, man. They're straight legit in my opinion. Appreciate that, Pabst. Appreciate that, bro. Look at those eggs flying everywhere. Thanks, dude. Oh, that was loud. Boom. Let me get out of that. Egg titties flying everywhere. That's right. Appreciate that, Salvatore. Later, one of my viewers did send me something, and I just picked it up from my P.O. box. But I'll probably share it on the next stream later tonight. It's pretty cool stuff. But Paps needs to track down some retro consoles and buy some cables. Yeah, that's, you know, if that's something you get into, that's can get crazy for sure. The Super Nintendo, just, you know, I would get a one chip if you can. The SNES, like the version I have, the SNES 101 has to be modded to run RGB. But the one chips are already wired up for that. Or they should be. Wait, do the one chips? I don't remember. The one chips have S video. No, you have to mod those as well. One chip SNES RGB, you have to mod those as well. They have S video. That's why I was confused. I'm pretty sure. Do they have to be? Let me look this up. I don't remember. So I know I had to get mine modded. I mean, the PAL ones were. I have to dig into it more because the PAL ones have RGB. I would assume the one chips do as well. But Delmar, what I meant was when you select a game to play, a splash screen appears before booting the game, and RetroPie displays a message at the bottom saying hold the button for configuration. Displays it at the bottom? I've never seen that. At least I don't think I have, or I never paid attention. I've always used launching screens for the most part. Man, WrestleFest and WrestleMania is good. WrestleMania, you know, it's a good fighter arcade game. Only 6 characters, though. Wrestle War. What is that? Is that game vertical? Let me see here. This game is vertical. A wrestling game that's vertical? Alright. What are we on? FB Alpha. Let's do the FB Alpha vertical. Even though I do use the Swineapple vertical as well on some things. Choose a wrestler. I was trying to choose a wrestler. What the hell?
1, 2.
Why did it not let me choose a wrestler, damn it? Oh my god, this game is disorientating. Can I stomp on his head? Get your ass back in there. Oh my god, this is... It's pretty fun, but this is, Get over here. Yeah, pin him. There you go.
I can't wait to see you go down.
Oh, that guy's talking shit.
Welcome to Wrestle War.
So you don't get the... Do you get to pick a wrestler, or you just have to play as this guy? Get your ass out of there. I'm not going out there. Oh shit, what the hell? Damn.
You coward.
Man, let me get back in here. Oh my god. Get up! Dude, what the hell are you supposed to do? Like, use turbo buttons? He's got beer bottles up against my head? What the hell? Dude, this guy is... Yeah, pin him seductively. Dude, what the... Oh my god. No. Jeez, dude. Get up.
1, 2, 3.
The Appreciate that, Gregor. This game is freaking ridiculous, man. It sounds kind of jacked up on it, though. Let me see something. Interesting game, but... Oops. Let's see here. That's the way it seems. You need it. No, this sounds like crap with FBA Alpha 2012. Oh no. The music is like jacked up on this game. Or at least the intro. In game it doesn't sound horrible. Wonder if this plays on anything else. Come on. Let's see. It's glitchy though.
Welcome to Wrestle War.
It's glitchy on 2003.
Come on.
No, it's way too glitchy on there. Let's see. Oops. Let's try MAME 2010. If not, it'll just have to stay on The hell? We'll just have to stay on.
Welcome to Wrestle War.
It's all stretched out. This does not look. Yeah. This was my birthday present from my sister.
1,
2, 3. I don't know, this gonna be wrestling bears. And that sounds pretty pretty interesting.
welcome to Wrestle War.
It plays best on FB Alpha. The foot is like on the total opposite end of the room, and I gotta leave in a couple minutes. But I'll show it later when I show the when I do my next stream, and show the stuff one of my viewers sent. Pretty cool little custom artwork items that I'm gonna put on my shelf. Uh.
1, 2, target.
Does sound pretty hot. I didn't want to say nothing. 3. Yeah, I guess this plays best on FB Alpha. That's alright. Woodpecker. I'm probably going to try to stream again in a couple hours, maybe in a few hours. I don't know. For sure sometime later tonight. Not 100% what I'm going to stream, if it's just going to be this. Or what. Not 100% at the moment what I'm going to stream. But I'm going to stream something later. Any ideas, just throw them out there in the Facebook group. The SNES Mini is slick. The image, yeah, it's pretty slick. In terms of completeness, I mean, it's just a small image that encompasses NES and Super NES, and I figured a lot of people would dig that. So that was kind of where that came from. But it is a cool little image, especially to hit that itch, that Super Nintendo itch. Ooh, I got to get the right artwork for that. That don't look good. Turkey hunting, Tumble Pop, Truxton, Tatsujin. So is Tatsujin the No, I feel you, Lassie. As far as like, there's no issues with it. I mean, for the most part, nothing that I've discovered anyway. Other than, if you're dragging and dropping games on there, you might have to change the naming, possibly, but hopefully not. Dream Daddy, we'll get back to Dream Daddy. Just got to let some things settle around here, but we'll finish up Dream Daddy. We'll finish it up. We gots to. I think Dream Daddy just kind of got put on hold because not a lot of people watched it. They don't. If I'm playing new games, a lot of people don't really check those videos or streams out, which is it's all right. A little unfortunate, but we will have to finish that one. Oops, I'm like pressing the wrong buttons. This game has some interesting music. But let me see, what were you saying before I leave? Because I do need to get going here in a moment. Lozzie, is the new standard to have the scraped art in the configs folder rather than the ROMs folder? Is that your change or the recommended? There's, I mean, Emulation Station, whenever you, if you scrape artwork in Emulation Station, if you just use the games database scraper, it would just put it in the downloaded images file in the Emulation Station directory. So that's essentially the way, you know, I've been keeping it set up. Doing it in the ROMs folder was more of an attract mode thing to have it easy to set up, because you'd have to manually type in your locations of your artwork for your marquee, your box art, your video, whatever. Emulation Station, it was just kind of a thing that was in the directory, so I just keep it in the directory. But you could do that in attract mode as well. You just have to manually type out the location of your artwork. But Emulation Station is just going to depend on how you set up your game lists. I don't know. It's not really a standard. Just in the ROMs folder was always cool for attract mode, and the Emulation Station directory is cool for Emulation Station. I don't know. It doesn't really matter how you go about it as long as you set up your game list correctly for Emulation Station. DMC, I did do the Super Nintendo NES Classic image that had everything set up, but doing custom collections, Super Display has custom collections built for that, but if you do it yourself, it's, if the theme doesn't support it, then you just set it up like this to where it's in your custom collections. But before I go, I'll show you, like as an example, Super Display does have that already set up. Watch. Let me let Super Display load up and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And so as you see, Super Display has those collections set up, NES Classic and Super Nintendo Classic. So as long as you add your games to it, you're good to go. So like Super Nintendo, I have, you know, I have all the Super Nintendo Classic Edition games in that folder. And if I'm in Super Display, it shows up. If I'm in a theme that doesn't have that, then it'll be in custom collections, which I'm fine with. But guys, I'm going to have to end it here. I'll be back a little later on today. I'll figure out what I want to stream, do something interesting. So appreciate you guys stopping by. Thank you, Pabst, for the awesome donation there. Really do appreciate it. Our new sponsor, we got a couple new sponsors recently, Ed Reinier and Michael Munch. Michael Munch. Appreciate it, guys. I hope I said your name correctly. Really do appreciate it. Appreciate you guys watching, smashing that like button, doing all that good stuff. Helps me out tremendously. Catch you guys a little later on. Peace out, y'all. Boom. Later. I'll have to wake up a little more. A few more cups of coffee and I'll be back.